A cryptocurrency mining operation in Wyoming with ties to China is being scrutinized by the federal government. Wyoming Superintendent of Public Instruction spoke before a congressional committee on the subject of sexually graphic books. And September is no longer part of the shoulder season in Yellowstone National Park. We'll take a look at these stories and more today from Wyoming's largest news organization. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily. A cryptocurrency mining operation in Wyoming with ties to China is being scrutinized by the federal government, and it has Wyoming lawmakers concerned. Cowboy State Daily's Leah Wolfson reports that the Bitcoin mine is located next to two sensitive operations near Cheyenne.
Two mining operations here are located less than a mile away from F.E. Warren, where there's nuclear ballistic missiles on site, and next door to a Microsoft data center that has been used in the past to support the Pentagon.
The proximity of the operation to the data center and missile base specifically raises concerns for Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis, who's been very active in crafting cryptocurrency legislation. Wyoming's top public education official was one of four guests at a U.S. House committee hearing in Washington, D.C. Thursday morning on protecting children from sexually graphic books in public spaces. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that Superintendent of Public Instruction Megan Degenfelder told the lawmakers that if public schools do not refocus on education fundamentals instead of controversial sexual themes, parents will lose faith in public education altogether.
Degenfelder testified to Congress saying really the answer to sexually graphic books and fights revolving around them should be found locally. Parents and school boards can take charge and confront these issues and develop policies that are right for each community.
A Powell man is facing 18 wildlife-related misdemeanor criminal charges stemming from allegations that, among other things, he illegally shot and killed 4 grizzly bears, including 2 cubs. Outdoors reporter Mark Hines reports that Grant Cadwallader is accused of failing to report killing the bears to the Wyoming Game and Fish Department in incidents going back 20 years.
The person could have claimed self-defense in both cases because in both cases he alleges that the grizzlies were charging at him when he shot them. But I guess if the accusations turn out to be true, what got him in trouble was not reporting it.
Although Cadwallader is accused of these and other wildlife violations that go back more than 20 years, he didn't land on the radar of wildlife officials until 2019 when his ex-wife tipped them off. I'll be back with more news right after this.
At Hilltop Bank, we understand that buying a home is a big decision. That's why we're here to be your trusted partner on the path to home ownership. Our experienced mortgage team will guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. We offer competitive rates and a wide variety of home loan options to best suit your needs. With our local knowledge and personalized service, you'll feel confident and comfortable throughout the entire home buying process. Contact us today to start your journey toward home ownership. Hilltop Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
People who buy cabins on U.S. Forest Service property are severely restricted with what they can do with their residences, and yet in Park County, they're paying the same rate of property taxes as neighboring fully residential properties. Cowboy State Daily's Leah Wolfson says he spoke with one Park County resident who's concerned that with the increasing property values in the region, their part-time residents will soon be unaffordable.
She brought up the example to me of a property in the North Fork that's almost half the size of her cabin and is going for $598,000. She's concerned that with the increasing real estate market that eventually her cabin will be assessed at $1 million and that she won't be able to afford it anymore and will have to sell it.
However, Wolfson reports that in neighboring Teton County, where real estate is famously expensive, assessors use the sale of other Forest Service cabins to determine property tax valuation, and those properties are valued significantly less than residential homes there. And anyone who considers themselves a local of Yellowstone National Park will tell you to avoid the park during peak visitation in July and August. But based on the numbers, those locals may begrudgingly want to expand that to September. A robust 838,000 visitors in September pushed Yellowstone National Park visitation to more than 4.1 million in 2023, its second highest ever. And Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi points out that the high visitation last month is an example that September is more than just a shoulder month.
If September ever was this Yellowstone secret, the time when the crowds are lessening, but the park is still easy to get to and there's still stuff going on, that's not the case anymore. The secret's out, and September is summer in Yellowstone National Park moving forward.
Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the subscribe button on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily.